everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be showing you how to make these braided center bows, and I show you different options of you can choose on how to make your beautiful bow. In this video you will need a bow, of course, and I'll put in the description of how I make my bows because I already have a video of how I make the bows. You will need strips of fabric of the color that you want to use for your center. If you're doing the different color center, if you're not doing a different color, you don't need the extra fabric. So let's get started. So what you want to do is you get your bows. All mine are already pre-made. I will put in the description of how I make my bows. I have a video of how I make the bows. So I'll show you a couple ways you can do the braided centerpiece. The first option is after you make your bow, you'll have this strip left over. And then what you want to do is you just get some scissors and then you cut two lines to make 3 strips like this. It doesn't really matter how the strips are. Kind of difficult to try to record and cut the strips. So you just cut 2 lines going down. And that'll make your 3 strips. And then what you do after that is just you'll braid it. I will actually slow it down on how to braid for those of you who doesn't know how to braid. So you'll just braid it. The tighter you braid, the skinnier the strip will be, and the looser you braid, the thicker it will be. And then you just braid it to where if you want to have certain pieces showing, you just fix it to where certain pieces are showing. To braid it where certain pieces are showing. And then what you do is you take it and then you wrap it around like this. And then you take the piece that's left over and then you just tuck it underneath. Just tuck it in and it'll come out the other end. And then you'll have this going to the side. You'll have that going to the side. Now that's one way you can do it. Another way you can do it is you can do it separately. And then you can mix and match the colors. So I have a piece that I cut. I will put up in the corner somewhere of me braiding it so slowly, so you guys can do it. If you don't know how to braid, you can actually watch it slow and figure it out. It's not that difficult. You can have somebody hold it if you need somebody to hold this in while you braid it, or you can try to tape it down to a surface, or you can put a book on top of it, but I don't really need that. So what you do is you just cut a piece. This is about 2 inches, and it's like a scrap piece. So it is 2 inches by 5 inches. So it's not that big of a piece. But then again, you cut it to how you want it to be. So what you just do is you just take it and braid it. And then again, I have it to the stretchy side. That's how I cut the strip, on the stretched side, so it can be easy for me to like to pull if I need more. So you just braid it down. So like again, the tighter you braid it, the skinnier it will be, and then the less of the tightness, it'll make it thicker. So you just take it and you just wrap it around. And then when you get back here, what you can do is you can tie it. You can glue these two pieces together with hot glue. You can glue it and then cut it off. You can sew it and then cut it off, but I'm just going to tie it on. And that's how it look tied. And you can leave them like this. You can tack it down on the back of the bow. With this, you can just tack this piece to this piece, and then you can cut some of this and then tack this down to the bow. Again, sorry again if you hear a baby whine in the background. I have a newborn. And that's how you do that one. Another option that I have for you guys that you can try is if you have a bow that has multi colors in, and if you want the braid piece to be different colors, you can actually get a clip, take the colors that you want to use. I have these 3 colors. They're all pink. This is showing up white, but it's a light pink. And then just lay them on top of each other like this. And then use a clip and to clip it. And again, this is my left hand and this is my right hand. So what I'm gonna do is, this is the part where I'm gonna try to make it go slow so you guys can see. If you don't know how to braid, you just take it, you start with the right side, or you can start with the left side. I normally start with the right side, and I'll take it and I'll go under the middle one and take the one in the middle, and I'll go out to the right. Now the one that's in the middle is gonna go on top of the one on the left. And then the one you just took to the middle is gonna go on top of the right. The one you put in the middle gonna go on top of the left. The one you put in the middle on top of the right. And then you keep repeating that same process all the way down. And again, the tighter you make it, like you see how this wasn't that tight, so it's thicker, but I'm gonna actually bunch it up, like pull it up some so it can be tighter. So that the centerpiece can be skinnier. And then I'm gonna just keep going, taking that outer piece on the right, crossing it over through the back into the center. You're gonna go behind to the center, on top, and take that to the center. So you're gonna keep doing that until you get as much as you need. Again, you can have somebody hold this. You can try to tape it down. You can put a book on top of it or something heavy on top so you can keep it down, and you can just braid. Or you can just braid it in your hand like I'm doing. And if you don't want to use a clip, you can glue these together, or you can sew these 3 together. You just take a needle and thread or your sewing machine and you just sew it together so that these 2 is together, and then do it. So I have pretty much enough that should go around the bow. So I'm gonna take the front of my bow and then just wrap this around. And again, when you get to the back of the bow, you can either tie it, you can glue it, or you can sew it, but you want to make sure that after you get done braiding, you tack these together so it doesn't come unravel. So I'm gonna go ahead and tie it. Now I'm gonna fix it as I tie it so it's not too tight. Make sure it's in the center. And then I'm just gonna cut this up, and you wanna make sure you're tacking this down. You can leave it if you want to leave it. You can tack it down either with glue or sewing it to the back of the bow piece. This is how it would look if you use more than one color. This is the one that had the center after you make the bow. This is the one that has the separate center to where you can change the color up. And this is the one where I used 3 different center pieces to make the center. And again, I will put in the description of how I make my bows so you can make your bows, and I'll also put in the description of how to attach the nylon. And if you want to use a clip, you just take the clip and you'll just glue it on the back and be able to use the clip. Thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you at my next video. Bye. Have a good day.